Everyone sure has gotten stronger.
Especially you. You've really improved.
I appreciate the increased strength, but I worry I'm bulking up too much.
Never took you for one to care.
Of course. The Lord of Spirits needs a suitable vessel.
Better to be toned than to be out of shape.
Totally. Strength is beauty. I think it's a good look.
Buff Mila is the best Mila.
Well, if everyone thinks so, maybe I will try to tone up a bit more.
Do it, Mila! Yoked out bazongas!
Okay, yoked out bazongas!
I'm not sure you'd want that.
Thank you for everything.
Please return home safely. For my brother as well.
You have my word, young madam.
Then let's be off. I believe we just need to follow this road to reach Fenmont.
Yeah, let's go.
And the walking begins.
I'm sure you can see why it wouldn't be practical to ride the wyverns into Fenmont.
You'd get spotted right away!
Yes, there'd be no avoiding a battle, and civilians would get dragged into it.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But is it really okay to leave the wyverns alone like that?
They shouldn't have anything to fear from the monsters.
Because the monsters are their friends?
Oh, no. The wyverns may look docile, but they can be quite tough when they need to be. Monsters aren't their friends. Monsters are their food.
Really?
Oh, I was right to be afraid!
Come on, let me fight.
Hey, Alvin, why is Tipo always talking about bazongas? What does that even mean?
Oh, he finally asks. It seems you're ready to take the first steps towards becoming a man.
Why do you have to make everything so weird? Forget I even asked.
Bazongas are the burning fire at the heart of manhood.
Rowan?
Jude, there are times to play it cool, but a man who fears his own passions is no man at all.
Yes, exactly what I was trying to say.
I'm not even sure I know what we're talking about.
Then you will never know bazongas. You have to want it, Jude. You have to need it.
Then teach me about bazongas.
I can barely hear you. You have to mean it.
Teach me about bazongas!
Whoa! Don't go shouting things like that!
Don't scold him, Leia. I read about this in a book. It's called Puberty. We're supposed to be understanding and supportive.
Don't hate us.
There's no shame in being burned by the fire of manhood. Oh dear. Jude, your clothes are torn. Please hold still for a moment. Be done in just a jiffy here.
Wow, as good as new. Thanks.
Nice job. Those are Jude's best clothes, you know. He spent days fretting over exactly what to get. He bought them for his move to Fenmont because he was terrified he'd look like a country bumpkin.
That's surprisingly adorable of you.
Go right ahead. Blab all my secrets.
That's a fine story. Please take good care of them.
How did you get to be so good at sewing anyway?
I learned it when I was in the military. Originally, it was just so I could sew up the lips of any of my men who leaked vital information. After that, I took up needlepoint as a hobby. Oh, that's such an embarrassing story, though. Let's keep that a secret between us.
Guess that's one secret she won't spill. These tight, dark spaces always get me a little...
Attack!
No breaks?
Prepare yourself for Roman Hilbert.
Nice one.
Sunspire light! That's one!
Got it.
Demonic chaos! Demon Fist! Savage roar! All right!
No Nice one.
Please provide support.
Man, are we good or what?
Yeah.
Ouch, the cold shoulder. Here we go. Take this!
Rising roller dance!
No break.
Over already?
Always one step ahead.
Okay.
How's that?
Demon Fist, Rowan!
Understood.
Blast beam! It's over! Tidal wave! It's over!
How about an encore?
Improvement!
The name's Alvin. And don't you forget it.
All right!
Always one step ahead.
Rolling snap! Dance! Rising volume! Lightning phase! Steel! Rising volume! All right!
Nice one. Jude! The guard's down.
That's one!
Ready for this?
Force wave!
There's more?
I can still do better.
I'll do my best!
Strike! Now! Rising Falcon!
Please keep them away!
Big on! Locking infection! Hit! Steel! Son of Roar!
Please provide support.
Beat!
No breaks?
Strike! Demon Fairy! Now!
Please provide support.
Please keep them away!
Rage onward.
Rock Trine! Ready?
Fully charged. Rowan, how come people call you the conductor?
Oh, well, I used to lead the Rashagal Philharmonic.
Weren't you in the
And train
military?
them to march and highlight their solos at the opportune moments.
Right. I'll just let you leave it at that.
I can't stop! I want to get stronger!
You can totally do it!
Please provide support.
Stay on guard. Stay on guard. Here we go.
Please provide support.
That's one!
Fully charged. Fourth way. No brakes. Here we go. And finished. Here we go.
All right.
Nice one.
Slow dance.
Ready? Fully charged.
All right.
Nice one.
Savage roar.
Who's next?
Nice job, Alvin. I can still do better.
Ah, what a relief. I should have known things would be fine at the manor.
Yeah, Drissel really kept things together.
Oh, I knew Lady Drissel would do fine. I have great faith in her strength of spirit.
Then what were you so concerned about?
I couldn't stop worrying that I had forgotten to shut off my bedroom lamp.
You were that worried about a lamp?
What if I had caused a fire? I couldn't get the thought out of my mind.
I can relate to that. Once the worry sets in, it never leaves. Ever since I left home, I've been wondering if I remembered to close the lid on my bottle of dried gels.
I certainly hope you did. Dried gels swell up and burst if they absorb too much moisture.
Maybe I should send a letter home and ask Dad to check.
We're on our way to pick a fight with a king, and this is what keeps you up at night?
Attack!
Ready?
Fully charged.
Fourth way! Diving falcon!
How about an encore?
Blast beam! All right! Strike! Final fury!
Here we go.
Please provide support.
I can still do better.
Don't get killed.
Rising falcon!
No brakes?
All right!
Nice one.
Please provide support.
Guards out. Here we go. Nice one.
Ready?
Ready for this?
Please provide support.
Getting pretty strong there, buddy.
Thanks, I think so too.
You're starting to make us look bad.
Huh?
No, just saying how reliable you are.
Excellent.
Nice one. Nice one.
Victory. Well done, everyone.
Here we go. Nice one. Take this. One. Fully charged. Here we go.
All right.
Nice one. Take this. Not bad.
That man in black suddenly started speaking some weird language.
That was Longdao, the language of the clan that used to rule Azure.
Do you speak it?
Not really, but I can understand it to some degree.
But what made him abruptly start speaking like that?
It appeared to be some sort of battlefield transformation. A side effect of his booster, perhaps.
Does that mean I'll start speaking some weird language too?
Then you wouldn't be able to talk to anyone.
Relax, that won't happen. His booster is totally different from Tipo. And if you did start speaking some weird language, I would totally learn it so we could still talk. Thank you.
Are you good with languages, though?
Well, that's beside the point.
Be gone! Stop!
Snap! Here! Take this! Nice job, Alvin! Ready? Fly! Diving!
Here we go.
Please keep them away.
Brakes. No brakes.
I too strong?
Just the strongest?
Prepare yourself for Rowan Gilbert.
Rising dog! Rolling! All right!
Nice one.
Thunder blade!
Victory.
All right!
Nice one.
Meteoric dawn! Steel! Ready?
Got it.
Storm current! Dig on! Diving! Power force wave!
Open the covenant of darkness.
Blast beam! Surf
Provide support.
You ready?
Okay!
All right!
Nice.
You did very well there.
Yeah, you too!
We're so good together!
No break? Nice one.
My sword rings true.
Attack!
I can help too!
Nice one.
That's one!
Ready when you are. Here we go.
Sunfall! My light! Over already?
I can help too!
The guard's down. No break?
Rising dawn! Ready? Fly! Diving falcon! Is fighting the only answer?
All right. Not bad.
This is quite the number.
Nice one.
Dragon shot! Home strike!
Who's next?
Dragon shot! Fire!
Should have gone a little easier.
Go get him!
Keep your guard up. Dragon!
Stay on guard.
Dragon shot! That's one. Dragon shot!
Keep your guards down.
All right.
Nice one.
Tiger blade. Variable trigger. Ready?
Ready for this?
Okay.
All beginnings must end. Let it be. By my hand! Elemental mastery! I will fulfill my mission, no matter what happens.
I'm right there with you.
Huh? Be gone!
Why won't you let me fight?
Finish them off. Who's next?
Nice job, Alvin.
Fully charged. Nice one.
Strike! Now!
Open the covenant of darkness.
The name's Alvin. Don't you forget it.
Huh? Is it me or did it suddenly get all dark?
That's the night climb. We must be close to Fenmod.
Be gone!
Stay on guard.
Whirlwind snap! Whirlwind! All right!
Nice job.
Condemnation!
Roger.
Igneous crush!
Finish them off. Finish them off.
Dragon shot!
Unleash great.
Ready?
Fully charged.
Fourth wave!
We're so strong when we work together.
Yeah, everyone's so cool.
Be gone! Huh?
Here we go.
Shimmer spin!
Who's next?
Nice job, Alvin!
Finish them off.
All right!
Nice one.
Ready?
Ready for this?
Fourth wave! All right!
No break. Nice one.
Demon Fang! Now! Hero Surge!
Keep them away.
Steel! Is fighting the only answer? I won't let anyone down. Nice job, Alvin.
Nice one.
All right.
Nice one. Man, are we good or what?
Yeah.
Ouch, the cold shoulder.
Never stop improving.
Ready for this? Open your eyes and witness your final demise. Terminus Prime! Ready for this?
Please keep them away!
Let us move onward.
Here!
Finish them all. Ready for this?
Terrorosa!
Here we go.
Nice job, Alvin! Roar! Rising! Is fighting the only answer?
No brakes? Ready? Fully charged. Full play. No break. Nice one. Nice one. And finished.
All right!
All right!
Nice one.
All right!
Nice one. Jude. No brakes?
Let us move onward.
What's going on?
Hey, look!
Isn't that...
The lab!
The Lance of Kresnik is in there. Let's go.
Back in Fenmont at last.
All thanks to you and the others.
Can you believe this is where we first met? That feels like forever ago.
I suppose it does. This probably isn't something I need to say again. But,
I know. There's no time for waxing sentimental.
right. What do you think of my new look? Not bad, huh?
Yeah, it really works on you.
As I always say, it's the gear that makes the man. Well, after one scarf, of course.
That's your priority?
Hey, Jude, is that your school?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it was. I doubt they consider me a student anymore.
Not good. We got scolded again. He kept telling us.
Come on, let me
Ever since Professor House disappeared, I've been up to my ears in work.
Where did he go anyway? And why would he disappear the day he won the Hal Prize?
Something must have happened to him. Just between us, remember how the military came in and searched the school on the day the professor disappeared? When they went through his office, they confiscated every document of his they could find.
So that investigation wasn't related to the warrant out for Jude?
That was their official reason, but I wonder what their real objective was. First, his reward was rescinded without explanation, then everything he ever worked on was confiscated. There's nothing normal about that.
What was the professor even working on?
I heard he was researching a theory that involved using spirits without providing them any mana.
Is that even possible?
Apparently he'd had some success, but I wouldn't get too interested if I were you. If you stick your nose too far into it, you might disappear too.
Come on, don't say things like that.
So that means Professor House was researching something similar to the Lance of Kresnik. Are you okay? Mr. Eldon?
Doc. Dr. Jude?
Lie still. You're hurt pretty badly.
Listen to me, Doc. She tricked us. One of the researchers was actually an Ajul spy. When I tried to arrest her, she blew up the entire testing chamber.
We'll carry the wounded to the hospital. Come with me.
It sounds like Gaius is making his move.
We can't waste any more time.
Now what? Doesn't sound like knocking will get us in.
The Lance of Kresnik is just beyond this door.
There's got to be another way in. Let's look for it. What was that? What?
You okay?
I don't know anything. I'm sorry.
Isn't she?
It's the mayor!
Hang in there!
The mayor of Hamil? They did say that the Rashigal army invaded the village.
All the villagers frozen solid. No! No!
Hey, come back to us. Don't give up.
Oh no! Mayor!
It's Professor House all over again.
The villagers were frozen solid? What could that mean? Is this what Gaius's henchwoman meant when she said the power of a great spirit?
This woman was knocking on death's door. She might have been delusional.
Either way, this is unforgivable.
I wonder if it'll work the same. Are you thinking about the mayor? I understand how you feel. My teacher at school was killed by that same awful machine.
It's not that. It's that I'm not actually sad at all.
Is Elise a heartless monster?
Elise. Do you think she got what she deserved?
Of course not. The mayor suffered horribly. What happened was so awful.
Would a heartless monster get so mad about what happened to the mayor? Would she shed tears over it?
No, I guess not. We have to destroy that stupid lance.
Can this contraption help us?
It might let us look in on the lance. Here's the video feed.
That's remarkable, Jude.
There's nothing there.
Huh?
The Lance of Kresnik is gone. Did that explosion destroy it?
Surely it would leave some wreckage behind.
Perhaps the lance was moved before the explosion occurred. That's the only logical explanation.
But moved to where?
Mila, look. I found a recording of what happened. Is that the spy Mr. Eldon talked about?
That girl. She's the one from our last visit.
You're right. She was the one that attacked us.
Hey, what you got there?
It looks like someone discovered her ruse, so she detonated a bomb.
But isn't she a Najul spy? If I were in her shoes, I wouldn't risk my life like that even if my cover was blown. In the game of espionage, a dead body can still provide valuable intel.
Then how about this? Maybe she planned to blow up the Lance all along, and Mr. Eldon finding her was just a coincidence.
If Jude's theory is true, then it's likely that the girl didn't know the Lance had left the facility.
That means she's now either on her way to the location where the Lance was taken,
or trying to find out where that location is.
In either case, we might find out something if we can catch her.
According to the timestamp on the video, the explosion only happened half an hour ago.
Then she's probably still in the city.
We need to find that girl.
You went to medical school here, didn't you?
Young students burning with passion, living their dreams. I bet you miss those days.
Not really. We studied and trained all day, every day. I never did anything particularly memorable.
Lame. That is so you.
Even those days of toil will one day be treasures to you.
I would have liked to have gone to school myself.
You should have. Maybe you'd have learned how to behave like a normal person.
Did you go to school, Leia?
Sure did. I was the class vice president.
Then going to school doesn't seem to help with behavior at all.
You might be right about that. Hey, wait a minute.
There she is, the girl in red.
I know you. Yes, yes, yes! I finally get to finish you off! And it's not even my birthday.
Sorry to interrupt your little psychotic episode, but we really need to ask you something.
Why would I answer you, Claudes?
Wait, I have seen you before. Is it possible? Are you Lady Nadia of House Travis?
Huh?
I seem to be correct. But what would compel an heiress of one of the 6 ruling houses to spy for Azul?
I don't know anything about that stinking house. I'm Agria the Shadowless of the Chimeriad.
The Chimeriad again?
So you're working for Gaius.
What's it to you?
You tried to destroy the Lance of Kresnik.
Well, duh.
We want to destroy it too. That makes us allies. If you know where the lance was taken, tell us.
Like I'd tell you anything.
Please, you want to destroy it for the same reason we do, right? 'Cause it's dangerous?
You reek. Oh, I've got an idea. Before I destroy the lance, I'll use it to blast Rashigul to itty-bitty bits!
What is your problem? We're working our butts off to save the world, and you think it's funny to stand in our way?
You really do stink!
What are you, 5?
You think you can fill the world with rainbows and kittens just by working hard? That sweet reek of yours is giving me brain decay.
What's your beef with hard work?
Zip it, you little pimple, or I'll pop you.
Excuse me?
I still remember the agony you caused me that day.
This girl is making my head hurt.
You seriously stink.
What the hell?
Stand in our way and we'll be forced to cut you down.
Whatever. It's time we got rid of the damn stink around here.
Ready?
Got it.
Rising Falcon!
You're pathetic. You have to be kidding me.
What's wrong?
Mila, I don't stink, do I?
No, you're totally fine.
Ah! Did I ask you? I can't stop! I want to get stronger! You can totally do it!
I should warn you, I'm still not used to the sensation of sweating during exertion. Couple that with my somewhat clumsy sword grip, and well, you might consider being a little more cooperative. Where is the lance?
A secret passageway runs under the laboratory. It connects to Orta Palace.
And that is?
That's the palace Noctigal rules from.
I've never heard of this passageway.
Is it still usable?
Only if you're a worm. It's caved in now.
So we can't use it.
Hey, get back here!
Maxwell, one of these days, I'm going to rip that pretty face of yours to pieces! And you, pimple, listen up. Work, work, work as hard as that scrawny body of yours can handle, and you'll still wind up with only 2 things, Jack and Squat.
Why do you say stuff like that? That girl has serious issues.
Orta Palace, the enemy stronghold.
We should be careful.
I know. Let's check things out first.
Why did that Agria girl say such awful things to me? Is that wretched little urchin actually nobility?
Yes, I do believe that she is the scion of the Travis family. The Travis estate was destroyed by arson a few years ago. Most of the Travises died in the blaze.
She lost her whole family? No wonder she turned out that way.
How interesting. You can sympathize with someone you despised mere seconds ago.
Yeah, I guess that's the kind of thing Agria would say reeks of naivete.
Perhaps she would. But I find it to be a kind and gentle smell.
I agree. Oh dear. Perhaps we're starting to smell a bit cheesy ourselves.
Thanks, you guys. It's been a while since you've been back to Fenmont. Don't you want to visit any of your friends?
Yeah, sure.
Wait, you didn't make any friends while you were here?
I made plenty of friends. It feels like it's been forever since I went to school here.
Dr. Jude, I didn't know you were back. I couldn't believe it when I heard that the military was after you. Oh gosh, where do I even begin?
Take a deep breath, Prin. It's okay. Although, to be honest, so much has happened that I don't really know where to begin either.
You weren't really a spy, were you? I can't imagine you being one.
Are you kidding? Jude's smart and all, but I wouldn't hire this goofball to spy on his own nose.
A harsh yet accurate appraisal.
You must be Leia. You're exactly as Dr. Jude described you. You always showed up in his stories, you know.
Really? And here I thought he'd forgotten all about me.
I only mentioned you a few times. Hey, is that a Sylph Jay? Are you treating it?
Yes, I'm doing it as a special favor for an acquaintance of mine.
That's the same bird Alvin uses. I didn't know it was called a Sylph Jay.
They're pretty unique. They can channel wind spirits with their manalobe to help them fly long distances.
Sylph Jays also have the ability to distinguish between the manalobes of different people, and can use that to sense a person's location. Hence their popular use for military communication.
Wow, little guy, you're pretty smart.
Unfortunately, this little one flew too far, too fast, and ended up hurting his manalobe.
Well, that was silly of you. But I like a hard worker.
He'll weaken and die from the injury, and there isn't anything I can do to save him. There is a treatment that uses harmonica grass, but it's impossible to get right now with everything that's happening.
Hey, if that's the case, I'll find some harmonica grass for him.
What?
You know I have a weakness for the smart but bumbling type.
You're still talking about the Sylph Jay, right?